Okay, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started, shall we? Let's party. So, I'm sure everybody is unfortunately aware of Erin Green, or Erin Greenleaf TV. If you are not aware of Erin Greenleaf TV, congratulations. Your brain has not been melted by the internet, and I am jealous of your peace. Erin Green is a content creator, I guess. She has like a pretty unimpressive YouTube. She has a pretty unimpressive following on Twitter. Her biggest controversies have been her saying that her and her girlfriend are in the IDF is like a joke. I don't know, dude. She's like kind of the quintessential example of somebody who believes that all attention is good attention. And unfortunately, it has not clicked for her that that is certainly not the case. Anyway, she ran a little podcast called Trans in the AM or something like that. Trans AM, some shit like that. I don't know. She totally ripped it off from Erin Reed. But it's where she does like little interviews and stuff with other trans people and so on and so forth. And essentially, Erin Green got outed as a pedophile. Surprise, surprise. As some things happen, you know, as sometimes it happens that people end up being fucking pedophiles. Surprise. So I have a video about this on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I play a clip of Erin Green admitting to having sex with and dating someone who was 15 when she was 21, 22. So picking up your girlfriend from high school when they're 15 and you're 21, you just got done at the bar. Really fucking weird. Okay, really fucking weird. And the worst part is that Erin admits this. Erin does not deny this. Erin's only argument is that it was legal under a Romeo and Juliet law in Kentucky, which legality is not tantamount to morality, and anybody who thinks so is honestly fucking stupid, okay? And her and this girl ended up dating, quote unquote, each other for like almost a decade. And they finally broke up, and what the straw that broke the camel's back was this girl coming out and saying, you know, Erin engaged in a sexual relationship with me when I was underage, when I was 15 and she was 21, and has been, you know, cheating on me, manipulative, abusive. There were rumors of Erin like passing around STDs and shit like this, like super, super crazy, super bizarro freak behavior. But Erin kind of fades in and out of consciousness in the community. So every once in a while she'll pop up, say something stupid. Everybody will be like, oh my God, here's that again. She kind of does her little tap dance song routine where she's like, it was legal under the law. And then she like does a little, like one of these. And she's like, and therefore, you know, she does her little song and dance. And then she vanishes into the recess of the internet again. Notoriously, somebody that is in quite good company with Erin Green is Poppy. Very interesting that like every single one of her friends ends up being like a pedophile. That's really weird. And then also, surprisingly, Brianna Wu. Someone who cares quite a lot about the optical presentation of trans people, but has no issue keeping company with pedophiles. Interesting. So anyway, Erin Green resurfaced from the depths earlier this week, and it has been revealed, a piece of lost lore, is that Erin Green actually admitted to having child pornography on her computer. So that's what we're going to look at today, because just when you were like, damn, that's fucking crazy, I don't know how it can get worse, surprise, it will get worse. All right, here we go. So this is an archive Twitter link. This is from Meth Demon, which honestly wish that was me right now. Okay, so all right, enough talk. Let's talk about Erin Green. Content warning, CSA, grooming, manipulation, etc. Erin has moved back in with her victim, Lux, by refusing to sign off of the lease. This is just one of a string of ways she has tried to silence them. And then here we have this audio recording. I will play it for you here. This is the one that is in my video as well. So this is Erin Green admitting to having sex with Lux when she was 15.
Because I didn't do it.
What do you mean? You didn't do it?
I didn't have sex with you when you were 15. No, I didn't.
All right, so, and when I was 16 as well?
Yeah, when you were 16, yeah.
But also when I was 15, and I have sex with this.
No.
Do you remember that drawing that I did that you threw away? That painting? That was painted in 2011. I was 15 years old. I have pictures of us that I took on my 3DS of inside of the Double Dragon when I was 15. Our sexual relationship started immediately as soon as that happened.
No.
Yes, it did.
No, I didn't even come to Louisville until I was able to buy alcohol.
You were 21 when I was 15.
Yeah.
If you do the math, in 2011, 21 and 15. Yep.
No, Lux.
Yes.
Listen.
September 7th, 2011. I have a picture. And I have message logs because it turns out Facebook lets you archive everything. Even deleted profiles, all your message history. I have proof. I talked to Bryce about it. I have Siobhan as a witness.
And
This
you
was
think
before
this
I had
isn't
my lip
coercion?
piercing.
You think this isn't coercion? This holding this over my head?
You don't think that this has anything to do with the extent of our relationship, the way you've treated me, the way you used me, the way you've manipulated me,
Lux,
the
no,
way
I
you
don't
just
think
admitted that.
I don't think everything is the root of that. No. No, I don't. I don't think our relationship here since 2020, I don't think any of that had anything to do with who we were before.
So that is Erin pretty much admitting that they did, in fact, have a sexual relationship before the age of legal consent at 16 years old. And again, legality is not a metric for morality. And if you think so, you're an idiot. But anywho, let's continue. So this is the audio recording. Meth Demon goes on to continue and say, right now, Erin is gearing up to move on from this, but we cannot let this happen. From a platform of 7K people, she has had time and resources to select and groom her next victim. When Erin met Lux was 15 and Erin was 21. Erin would pick them up from school to have sex. There is a recorded audio confession of Erin saying as much. Erin also had sex with Lux's boyfriend at the time. Many people on here have fallen victim to Erin's manipulations, either sexually or for her benefit platonically, and are aware of how manipulative she can be, but few are aware of her involvement with minors. This does not start and end with Lux, though Erin has gone on record fondly remembering molesting her 12-year-old brother, who has unfortunately passed away and cannot testify to this. The fact that she has no shame about this and reinforces the idea that she either does not know it's wrong or does not care. There are countless other testimonies I am missing, but this is because people are afraid to speak up. Erin has become very good at silencing people, and she almost got away with it by pretending I'm only angry at that she flirted with other people on Twitter. She has convinced a great deal of people around her that this is the case, and though I have succeeded in warning some, others are probably only finding about this now. Erin cannot continue to maintain a platform of this size. It is dangerous and irresponsible to allow. Do not host her on your podcast, streams, panels, etc. Grant her no quarter. She is not sorry for what she did. In fact, she was planning to ignore it entirely. She used you, and I know how that feels. It's why I had to come with evidence of the magnitude, the phone call, to even get the victim's foot in the door on putting their stories out there. People were simply not listening. Or didn't believe it. Believe victims. Oh, and Erin leaving the apartment. What you're doing right now is incredibly abusive. Vacate. And then these are the screenshots here, so I'll make these a little bit bigger for you guys. So this says, no worries. There are people, mostly Erin, who are trying to frame it as, quote, Erin just cheated a little and everyone is freaking out. If anything, her ex is the real abuser. That narrative is obscenely false. I can't say everything I know because some of it is currently private, but I will say that what I'm at liberty to discuss. There are people who have had sexual relationships with Erin when they were underage and Erin was an adult. I won't go into more detail on that right now, but just before I cut Erin off, she confided in me that she had sex with her brother when she was 14 and her brother was 12, as well as several of her brother's friends. When she was recounting these stories, she seemed to take joy in reminiscing and saying that she found it, quote, hot, and went into personal detail describing how attracted to their, quote, prepubescent bodies, end quote, in her own words. I haven't gone public with this yet because I don't have any logs. It was all over voice and I was not recording, which I felt like an idiot for in hindsight. The reason I'm telling you this mostly because Nizzy recommended you as someone to reach out to, but I am trying to temporarily quell Erin's Darvo narrative until the victim comes forward if they decide. I might come forward with what I know, but at some point, I don't really have a huge platform. And the next screenshot is she also confided in this person that she had with her brother when she was 14, her brother was 12, as well as several of her brother's younger friends. When she was recounting these stories, she apparently took joy in it. We just read this little bit here. And then underneath this, we have the person continuing on. Also, a long time ago, her house was raided and stuff. In her house seized because the police had reason to believe that she was in possession of child pornography. Erin claims that investigation didn't go anywhere and that her housemates planted CP on her computer because they did not like her. By the way, if there was any doubt, this is about Erin Green TV. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot to be assaulted with. So TLDR, Erin Green has been worming around and weaseling around in trans spaces for a long time. The first person, truly, the first two people, truly, to call out Erin on all of this shit was Keffels and Euphoritori. And it is very convenient that those two people are no longer on the internet. So now that Erin thinks that people have blissfully forgotten all of the things that she's done, including the allegations that a lot of people are not aware of, including the CP, including raping her brother and his friends, and gleefully talking about how hot she finds children, she thinks that she's kind of safe to put her foot back into the discourse. I have seen her trying to get on multiple podcasts. I've seen her talking to many people who are in the content creator sphere trying to get her foot in the door. And I find it absolutely disgusting that there are people who are still willing to keep polite company with her, especially when she doesn't deny or condemn her previous behavior. I personally do not fuck with any of this shit at all. But I could at least understand someone who's like, oh, this person made a mistake in their past, they're sorry for it, and they're not doing it anymore, blah, blah, blah. I completely disagree with that sentiment, but I can see where people are coming from when they say things like that. I think that's fucked up. You do that one time, you're out. We're done forever. However, Erin still doubles down on this behavior to this day. Erin still lies about her behavior to this day. And there are people who have a very strong opinion on the quote-unquote optics of transgender people who are willing to keep company with her. And unfortunately, the phrase goes, reputation comes from the company that you keep. And so one of the people that I consistently see in good company with Erin is Brianna Wu. Brianna Wu knows these allegations. Brianna Wu is acutely aware of these allegations, but does not seem to care. However, when it comes to somebody like Poppy, she's very quick to come out and say, this person's degenerate, disgusting, they make trans people look bad, etc., etc. But for some reason, Erin is giving grace and others aren't. And I find that to be incredibly frustrating. We should have zero problem absolutely nuking the relationships that exist in this space with people who are predators, with people who are pedophiles, with people who are abusers, period. Doesn't matter if you guys are buds, doesn't matter if you guys have a pre-existing relationship. And the fact that people are allowing this little worm to weasel around in the underbelly of the discourse community is fucking disgusting to me. I don't give a shit that Erin's trans. I don't give a shit that Erin, did a cool trans podcast and interviewed trans people. And oh my God, I don't give a flying fuck, dude. It's disgusting. It's aberrant. And it's something that people should not be happy to entertain, period. Okay? So that is the Erin Green allegations. These are fun, exciting, disgusting, aberrant, vile nuggets that have been swept under the rug for quite a long time. But unfortunately, because Erin Green keeps kind of like she does like this, like a whale or like a dolphin, where they like go like this. She disappears into the undercurrent for a while and then she comes right back up. And every time she comes back up, bonk, send her right back to the depths, okay? This bitch is sick. This bitch should not be in any of your communities, shouldn't be in anyone's community, period, because it gives her people to predate upon. And that should be the priority, is keeping sick people away from vulnerable people. So keep this sick bitch out of your communities. And anybody who associates with her is completely fucking radioactive. She is radioactive. You are radioactive by proxy. Anybody who associates with her should be blacklisted entirely until they're ready to cut ties. And that's how it should be, period. That's how everybody should conduct themselves. I'm not the morality police. I can't change how other people act. I wish I could. I think the world would be a better place. But unfortunately, all I can do is compel you to carry my values out into the world. So do that. Do that for me, okay?